Right. Okay. So let's do another example. So this time I'm going to have Excel sheet which can be used some place like school. In schools we have children's marks. So marks at the end of the exams, we need to calculate their averages and their totals and their rank. And sometimes we need to decide whether they are pass or fail. So let's see how we're going to do it in a Excel sheet. So first we need to have student name, and the next cell. So I should have some more space here for student names. Then, so let's have some subjects. So I'll have maths here, English, let's say Sinhala, and maybe science. So like that, you can add your subjects. Then we need to have their total and the average and their rank, and so it should be in an Excel. So I should go back and double click and delete this part. Okay, so it should be in Excel. So I should press the tab key and have the rank, and the next cell I should have their status with the pass fail. Right. So then so let's have some student names. Okay, so let's have his math marks. Let's say right. So let's have the next student. So his marks. Like that. Okay, next student. Maybe one more student. Right. So the first thing I want to do is I want to calculate the total. So it's very easy. I can always rely on the summation function, which we learned in an earlier lesson. So I have summation, then I can drag it, or then I can close the brackets and press enter. I'll get this one. Then I can simply double click on this small box here. So it will fill down. The next one is average. So I can use the function called average. So I can select this one here. I can press the tab, select that. Then average also depends on this. Just drag it over and like this and press enter. Now you can see the average if this guy is 62.5. Now, but you can see he is weak in English. So let's imagine he is absent in that day. Now remember the average, it's 62.5. So let's put a absent and press tab. Now you can see this average is increases. So the equation average, it won't count when there's a text or blank cell. But there is a different version of average is available called average A. Let's put that one and press enter. Now you can see average is going down. So for a school scenario where if the particular student is absent due to sickness or something, you need to put absent. So it's better to use average A rather than average, right? So you can fill it down by double click over here. So you get the averages. So you can see averages, calculated for so many decimal points. So what I can do is I can reduce the number of decimal points using this one, decrease the decimal. So it's in a home tab. Right click once, we have, now you can see only one decimal points. Let's say you don't want any decimal points, you can just press it again and it will round off the numbers. You can see in this one 70.5 will become a 76. So that's it, rounded off, right? So right, okay, next one is the rank I need to calculate. Now you notice when you fill down or drag it down, these equations values will change from one letter. Like, it start with B2, B2 become B3, B4, B5, something like that. But using a rank equation, we need to do it differently. So let's see. So there's a function called rank in a Excel to get the rank. So put a bracket, and I need to say which number I want to rank. I want to rank this number. Then against what are the other numbers I want to rank? So I want to rank against all these numbers. So it should be G2 to G5. Now in this equation, for everybody else also need to be ranked against G2 to G5. Right? But this first G2 should be changed, because in the next one it should be G3, G4, G5. But this range should be remain constant. Now to do this, what we can do is just click on somewhere in this cell name and press the function key F4, and do this for the others one cell also. You can see it will automatically put the dollar signs. Then press enter, then fill down. Now if you look at the equations, this one G2 to G5, next one G3, G2 to G5. So that part is not changing. So this is we call as an absolute cell references. In a normal equation, the values, cell names will be incremental. So let's go to formula and click on show formula. So let's see all these equations. Like you can see B2, B3, B4, B5, and these ones also increasing. But you can see when you put a dollar sign, that value remain constant. So this is called as a absolute cell referencing, where I won't change the values. Now next one is the pass fail, right? So let's imagine we want to pass or fail students if their average is less than 60. If the average is less than 60, that means 60 is pass. Now to do this, we can use if statement, equal sign, if, and put a bracket. Then I need to put the condition. My condition is average, this cell should be greater than or equals to 60. So if so, put a comma, we should print as pass. So that one I'll put it in double quotes. Then within double quotes, then put a comma. If not, I should say fail. Close the brackets and close this and press enter. And you can say this guy's average is 55 is a fail. So let's fill it down. So you can say pass, other three guys are pass. So same way we can get use of some other equation also, like max and minimum. So sometimes we need to see what is the minimum mark for the mathematics, what is the maximum mark for mathematics. So those things are very easy. I can use the equation. I can just put max and put this one and select this range, starting cell to ending cell, or I can type it close the brackets, and I'll get the maximum. Same, so I can fill it down, fill it in this direction, average, right? So same way I can do for a minimum also. I can type min this, and this is the range, and close the brackets and press enter. So this is the minimum for the mathematics, right? Then I can select everything and have the borders, all borders here. Then if I want it, I can drag it a bit down. So sometime it would be better to do it before you type anything. You can start with the fourth row, then it will be better. But let's say if you type it like this, you can always drag it down, right? Then you can give a heading for this one. You can select something like, let's say, grade 4B marks or something. Then you can select this entire line and you can say merge and center, and you can highlight it. Okay, wait, okay. So in Excel sheet, if you want to do any editing, always what you do is you double click it and you do the editing. And when you finish it, to exit this one, you can use the escape key. Even the formulas, you can edit it by double clicking, and you can do the editing, and you can press enter to exit that one. So now this area, all this data is there. So you can do something called as a conditional formatting, like in here. So various options are there. I'll use one of those data bars. So it will give you some idea, who is doing well and who is not doing. Or I can use a color scales. So that will highlight, when this guy is weak in mathematics. So conditional formatting is also another thing you can do.